Hello students, good evening. Welcome to another video of Vedantu Karnataka. Can you quickly let me know if I'm audible and visible? Quickly. Hi. Sorry students, I was few minutes late. There was a small problem with my laptop. It's clear now. Okay, so let's not waste time. Let's start because you have your exam and your time is very important. So let's quickly start. All of you grab your pen and paper. Let's solve questions. Today we'll be solving questions from every chapter. Okay, so we'll be solving 4 to 5, sometimes 6 questions from each chapter. This will be like a last minute revision for you. Are you all ready? Full energy? Can I have some fire in the chat if you are all ready? Full Josh? Full Josh? Yes, no? Okay, so let's start. First question. Right. Let's start. Okay. An electric dipole is placed at an angle of 30 degrees with an electric field of intensity 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per coulomb. It experiences a torque equal to 4 Newton coulomb. Calculate the magnitude of charge on the dipole if the dipole length is 2 centimeter. So first thing you need to know, what is the formula? So all of us know the formula is torque is equal to, just a second. Yeah, torque is equal to P cross E. Yes. So removing the cross product, it becomes PE sine theta. Now what is the angle? The angle is 30 degree, but I have no P. P is not given to me. The only thing given is Q is given, electric field is given. So what do? I will write P as QL. Can I do this? So Q is the magnitude of charge and L is the displacement vector between these two. So adding that into the equation, this becomes QL sine theta. Where there's an E as well, right? QL. Instead of P, I will write QL E sine theta. Okay. Now what is it? Torque is given to you. Torque is given as 4 is equal to Q into what is L? 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 is the electric field intensity. 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 2 into 10 raised to 5 times. What is sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So if you do the math, you will get Q is equal to, rearrange, do the math. You will get 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, which is 2 millicoulomb. Okay? Is this clear? How long the session will be? The session won't be long. I'll quickly finish. I have questions from every chapter, so the time that I take to do that, maybe 2 hours, not more than 3 hours. Definitely not more than. Yes, so many people have already given me the answer. C. Very good. Okay. How are you, Ashwin? I'm good. No problem, mastermind. We just started. We just finished one question. Okay, I'm very happy to see all my regular students and my new students. Okay. Yeah, next question. Two hollow conducting spheres of radii R1 and R2 have equal charges. The potential would be more on bigger sphere, more on smaller sphere, equal on both the sphere, dependent on the material property of the sphere. Okay. How to do that? Yes. Can I have some answers? Just a second, students. Hi. Hi, students. One second, I'm just adjusting the chat. Okay. So what will we do for this one? So first thing, let's just put a figure. What is it? Imagine there's a sphere. Okay. So this sphere has a radius of R1. And then there's another sphere which has a radius of R2. So we all know that R1 is greater than R2. This is given to us in the question. So how will the potential change is the question. So what is the formula for potential? V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So you can say they're inversely related. V and R are inversely related. So if R1 is greater than R2, shouldn't V1 be less than V2? Because they're inversely related. V is proportional to 1 by R. Yeah. So what should the answer be? More on which sphere? It will be more on the smaller sphere, which is V2. So the answer is going to be B. Yes, I have so many people telling me B. Who all? Chandana, Pradyod, Mr. Perfect. Yes, B for Bangalore and B for our answer as well. Who else? Who else? Others, quickly tell me the answer. I need more answers. More response. Shivu, small. Yes, very good, very good. Mr. Harihar Kumar. Sorry, yeah, I remember you. Sahana, yes. Very good. Super. Okay. So, next question. 2 point charges minus Q and plus Q are placed at a distance of L, as shown in the figure. The magnitude of electric field intensity at a distance R greater than L varies as. Okay. Can I have some answers? This is a very direct question. What is the formula for electric dipole? And this is on the equatorial plane. So, how will it be proportional to? E would be proportional to 1 by R cube. 1 by epsilon naught. All that I put as a constant. So, what remains? E proportional to 1 by R cube. You might all have answered this one, no? So, which option is that? Is option B? Sanya? Hi Sanjay, good evening. Sanya, A, how is it A, students? Dipole. What is the formula for dipole? Is it A? Yes, Pragati said B. Very good. Anybody else? Yes, Sanya, Harihar Kumar, Pratyod, Vijay. Very good, very good. See, Vishal, I can see some of you were confused. You all went with the other electric field formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q square by R square. But it's not R square, R cube because it is a dipole. Okay. So you have to be very careful. Read your question properly. These questions are very easy questions, but they're tricky. Okay. They're not tricky. They're just confusing. That's all. So all of you should read the question properly and do it well. Hey, please don't put sorry, ma'am, and all, okay? Giving a wrong answer there's nothing wrong in that. People grow by making mistakes. Good evening, Vijay. Okay, very good. Super energy. Next question. The equivalent capacitance of the combination shown in the figure is. Yes, Harsha Kumar. Harsha Kumar has given a detailed answer. For dipole, it is 1 by R cube. Very good. Okay, how will you find out this? The equivalent capacitance. So first thing you need to know, this capacitance, this is in between two, right? So the potential at these 2 points are the same. So this can be considered as a short circuit, which means it is not part of the circuit. Because at both the ends, it's going to have the same charge. So it's not going to contribute to the equivalent capacitance. So now what will our circuit be? The remaining, so there are 2 capacitances. This will be our remaining circuit. So what is it? There are 2 circuits in. How are they connected? Series, parallel? Ma'am, B. Are you sure it's B? I would say this is just C1 plus C2, which is 2C. Anybody agrees with me? Yes, somebody has said D. Mahati Ramesh, very good. Very good, Mahati. Shivu, very good. Others, did you understand this now? So if you look at this one capacitor in the center, see, you are looking with respect to terminals A and B. Okay, from A and B, C is going to have equal potential with respect to A and B. So you can just ignore it. You only have to look at the capacitors that have an effect with respect to A and B. Okay, Vishal agrees with me. Okay. Yes. D. Harihar Kumar. Ashwin didn't understand. See, Ashwin, see, from here, charges go, then there's a circuit here, and then till here. So there are charges flowing. But if there is something in the center, it is the same with respect to A and with respect to B. So you don't have to consider, it will not have an effect. So you can just ignore it. That is what I've done here. Okay. Is that clear? Can we move on to the next question? Okay. Super. Let's move on to the next question. Ma'am, ma'am, D is correct. Very good. Capacitors in parallel, NC. Ma'am, it's B. Do you understand, students? So that capacitor is in the center. It is same with respect to A and B. Now, if I have another capacitor here, I have to take that. But if I have another capacitor here, then it will be different with respect to A and B. So I should take it. Since this is at the center and this has no effect with respect to A and B, that is why I'm ignoring it. Okay? It's like a short circuit. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Hi, Pallavi. Okay, next question. A capacitor is charged by a battery. Alright, a capacitor is charged by a battery. The battery is removed and another identical uncharged capacitor is connected in parallel. So first what happens? There's a capacitor and there's a battery. This is a capacitor, this is a battery. Okay, so what is the charge? So what is the charge? Q is equal to C into V. Okay. Q is equal to C into V. Now what am I going to do? What I'm going to do is, I am going to remove this battery. I'm going to remove this battery and put another capacitor there. So now what will my new circuit be? It will be two capacitors. I've removed the battery and I've put an uncharged capacitor. This is uncharged. Uncharged, yeah. Is this the question is clear to all of you? So first I have a capacitor which is connected to a battery, and then there the charge is going to be Q is equal to CV. Now I remove the battery, I place an uncharged capacitor. Okay, now I have two capacitors. Now I have to find out the total electrostatic energy. Okay, so many people are telling me D. Let's see if it's D. Okay, so what happens here? So here the total voltage V is going to be equal to, the general formula for V is Q by C. So here I have two capacitors, so it would be Q1 plus Q2 by C1 plus C2. Okay, now this is going to be equal to Q plus one capacitor is charged with a charge Q, the second capacitor is charged with a charge 0. See? Uncharged capacitor is given to you in the question. So what will the charge of the second capacitor be? 0 divided by, both of them will have the same capacitance because they are identical. Both the capacitors are identical. So C1 plus C2 will be 2C. Okay. Is this clear? Okay. Now what happens next? The energy is going to be equal to half C V square. Okay, half C V square is the energy. This is the initial energy. Initially, when there was a capacitor and a voltmeter, the energy is half C V square. Now, what will the final energy be? Final energy will be what? Half C. How will the voltage change? See, it's like having 2 cups of water. Okay, no, not 2 cups of water, having 2 cups. One is empty, one is full. The moment you start mixing it, both of them will have half each. Isn't it? You put a pipe in between, both of them will have half each. Same thing. one capacitor is charged, the second capacitor is uncharged. So after some time, both of them will have a voltage of V by 2. Initially, the first capacitor had a charge of V, the second one had a charge of 0. So after some time, both will have V by 2 plus half C V by 2 square. Can you see because of my head? Let me check. You see? Okay? Wait. Yeah, let's just do it here. Okay? So the final will have half CV by 2 plus half CV square by 2, which is going to be half plus half is 1. C V by 2 square plus V by 2 square is going to be what? V square by 4. Isn't it correct? So isn't this the same as half times U initial? Because U initial was CV square, half CV square, with only the capacitor and the voltmeter. Getting it? I'm really sorry, I will do it faster. Yeah, so the answer is going to be, it decreases by a factor of 2. D, are you all getting it? Quickly, can you let me know if you're all getting D? D. Mr. Perfect follows every teacher, I think. Very good, Mr. Perfect. Students, is my chat not working or you're not responding? Okay, Mr. Harihar Kumar has agreed. Others? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Yes. Okay. Sahana. Hi, Madan. Okay, next question. The conducting sphere of radius r is given a charge q. Okay, sphere of radius r has a charge q. The electric potential and the electric field at the center of the spheres respectively are. It's also a very easy theoretical question. So the voltage, the potential at the center is always equal to the potential at the surface. And how much would that be? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. So I'm not going to write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. I'll just put it as k. K q by r. Now, electric field inside a conductor. Electric field of a conductor is always 0. These two things I have been teaching you for a long time now. So then what is the answer? Which option is it? Electric potential and electric field. So electric potential should come first. Electric potential is going to be q 4 pi epsilon naught r. Okay. Electric field is going to be 0. So it's going to be option D. Why is it not option C? Because first potential, then field. Look at the order in the question. It's very important. Okay. The order in the question is very important. Anyway, C is otherwise also wrong. But still, I'm just saying. Is this fine? Did you all get the answer? Yes. Mr. Harihar Kumar, Sushila, Uma, Pradyot, Mahadan, Sahana, Pallavi. Very good students. Very good. Okay. Now, these were all questions from electrostatics. Now, we will do some questions from current electricity. Okay. Are you all ready to do some questions from current electricity? Okay, let's start. The magnitude and direction of the current in the following circuit is. So, we have to find out the magnitude of current and the direction of current. So, how will we do that? First thing, let's find out the total resistance of the circuit. Okay. So, total resistance of the circuit, what are they? They're all in series. So, I can just add them. So, 2 plus 1 plus 7. 10 ohms is the total resistance of the circuit. Do you all agree with me? Now, what is current? Current is change in voltage by resistance. So what are the total voltages here? 10 and 5. So change in voltage would be 10 minus 5, high voltage minus low voltage. Total resistance is going to be 10. So total current is going to be 5 by 10, which is 0.5 amps. Okay, so that is the value of current that's going to flow through the circuit. Now, how will you know the direction? Potential always flows from higher potential to lower potential. So higher potential is at 10 volts. 10 volt is near A. B is low. So it flows from A to B. High potential to low potential. So what would the answer be? 0.5 amps from A to B through E. Is that clear? Yes. 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 Very good. Sahana, Srinivas, Sushila, Pallavi, Mr. Perfect, Mr. Harihar Kumar, Sanji. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. If the galvanometer G does not show any deflection in the circuit, the value of R is given by. Quickly. How will we do this? So first thing given to you is the galvanometer G does not show any deflection. If it does not show any deflection, that means the potential on either of its end is the same. So it is connected to a 2-volt supply. So that means it's going to be 2 volts here and here. So because it's 2 volts on both the sides, the galvanometer is not going to show any deflection. Okay, now what is the current going to be here? Potential going to be here. It's connected to a 10-volt battery. So here it's going to be 10. Now all of these are positive because they're all connected to the positive terminal of the battery. If this was connected to the negative, I would have put it as minus 10. Okay, so 10 to 2. Is this much clear? Now what I will do, I will first find out the current and the resistance through 400 ohms. Okay, so let's find out the current through 400 ohm resistor. So current is what? I is equal to V by R. V by R. So what is the voltage? 400. No, sorry. Voltage is 10 minus 2. Resistance is 400. So voltage is 10 minus 2 by 400, which is 8 by 400. Okay. And how much is 8 by 400? Quickly. Are you all getting the answer? Yeah? I can't see the chat or something happened. Okay, anyways, 8 by 400 is 1 by 50. 1 by 50. Okay, let's keep that there. Now I have to find out the resistance of R. So for that, I'll take the potential across R. So here there's nothing. It's 0. So let's just write current across R. Current across 400 is what I found. Now I'll find out the current across R. It's going to be equal to voltage is 2. 2 volts is coming to the resistance divided by the value of resistance you don't know. 2 by R. Now shouldn't this be the same as 1 by 50? Why? Because the current from the 400 ohm arm is going to come down to the resistance arm. So 2 by R should be the same as 1 by 50. So from this, R is going to be equal to 100 ohms. Option B. Did you all understand this? The voltage from current from this arm is going to be flowing to the downwards arm as well. So it's going to be the same. I. Can I get some thumbs up if this is clear? Can you all put some fire? Superb. Very good. Can you quickly put some fire if this question is clear? Okay. Full energy. Yes. Very good, students. Very good. Next question. 10 resistors, each of resistance R, are connected in series to a battery of EMF E and negligible internal resistance. Then those are connected in parallel to the same battery. The current is increased n times. Okay, so you have 10 resistors connected to a battery initially in series, and then these 10 resistors itself, they are connected in parallel to the same battery. How the current varies is the question. My chart is not moving. Sanjay is the only person who put a fire. I mean a bomb, I think. Hi Vishwas. Okay, now I can see all the fire emojis coming up. Alright. Let's move on to the next question. So first thing, let's write down the current in series. So current in series is going to be V by R, Ohm's law. Here the voltages from the EMF of the battery E. So I'll put it as E. And 10 resistors are there. All 10 are in series. So the total resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 10 times. So it is going to be 10 times R. Okay, this is the current in series, voltage by resistance. Now, what will the current in parallel be? EMF is the same, but the total resistance will be R by 10, 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, 10 times. So, taking the reciprocal, it will be R by 10. Now, we have to find out the ratio of the currents. So, let's ratio of which current first? Parallel first, right? Connected in parallel. So, IP by IS is what? E by, this I can write it as 10E by R. E by 10R divided by 10E by R. This is going to be equal to 100. So, this is the same as N. So, the value of N is 100. Very easy. Yeah. Yes. A, very good. All those are getting A, good. Sahana, Sanjay, very good. Vishal, it's okay even if you have no emoji, but I understand. Okay. Yes, Ashwin, A. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Is this clear? Were you able to see? Yes. Okay, quickly, next question. As the temperature increases, the electrical resistance, how does it vary for conductors and semiconductors is the question. So what do you think is the answer? All of you might know when temperature increases, what happens to particles in a conductor? The particles start moving faster. And when the particles start moving faster, it's very difficult for current to pass through, which means the resistance is very high. What is resistance? Opposition to the flow of current. Okay? Is that clear? See, it's like a crowded street. Okay, imagine a conductor is a crowded street and current has to pass through it. Now what you do is you make these people in the street run around. So current cannot pass through now. It's very difficult. That is what happens when you heat it. So resistance is very high and current cannot pass. So it definitely increases for conductors. Okay, it increases for conductors. But what about semiconductor? What happens in semiconductor? Yes, what happens in semiconductor? It is different. See, at very low temperature, the semiconductors do not have any free charge carriers. So it does not conduct. But as temperature increases, the semiconductors have more energy to break bonds and form holes and electrons. Okay, so they gain energy and they conduct more electricity when temperature increases because they can break bonds and form electrons and holes. So the answer is going to be increases for conductors but decreases for semiconductors, which is option C. Okay? Are you all with me here? Yes? No? Yes, very good, Vishal. Next question. C, yes. The resistance? Okay. All my dear future doctor students, next question. The resistance of a wire is R ohm. If it is melted and stretched to n times its original length, its new resistance will be. So first I will write down the formula. Yeah, what is the formula for resistivity? Resistance. R is equal to rho L by A. Now this is the same as rho L by, instead of area, I will write it as V by L. So this is going to be rho L square by V. V is the volume. Okay. Now from this, I will take resistance proportional to L square. Okay. So this is a tricky question because you will all take R is equal to rho L by A and write R is proportional to L. But no, you will not get the answer when you do that. You have to take it to V. Make it in terms of volume. take the proportionality. That's the trick part here. Okay, so R is proportional to L square. The rest is very easy. If R is proportional to L square, the initial length, let's say R1 is proportional to L1 square. R2 is the length after you melt it and increase its length. This will be proportional to L2 square. Now let's take the ratio. We'll take the ratio of R2 by R1. This is L2 square by L1 square. Okay. Now what is L2 square? See, its length increases by n. That is given to you in the question. So, see, what does this mean? The length 2 is equal to n times length 1. So this can be written as n L1 square by L1 square. Okay. Both of these cancel. So R2 is equal to n square. Okay. N square R1. Is my head covering it? Yeah. Okay. So L2 square is equal to n square L1 square. I substitute, I will get R2 is equal to n square R1. R1 is basically the initial resistance, but in the question it is given that the initial resistance is R. So the answer will be option A. Yes, yes. Hi Ananya. Long time. Are you all getting A? Quickly, students. Yes, I remember you, Ananya. All of you will rock tomorrow, okay? This time NEET is going to be yours. Okay? Very good. So those were questions from current electricity. We finished 2 chapters already. In 30 minutes, we finished 2 chapters. Let's move on to magnetic effects of current. I'll be a little more faster so that you can all sleep early and tomorrow with full energy, with full concentration, you can all crack the exam and be future doctors. You know, I'm so privileged. I'm teaching so many doctors. Okay. A wire carrying a current I along the positive axis has length L. It is kept in a magnetic field B, which is equal to 2I plus 3J minus 4K. The magnitude of the magnetic force acting on the wire is. That is a question. Okay. Yes, I remember you need to. Let's do this question. So what is the formula? F is equal to I times L cross B. Okay, that's the formula for force with respect to magnetic field. Okay, now let's first do L cross B. Okay, how will I do L cross B? What is L? L is along the x-axis, given positive x-axis has L. So L is basically Li cap. Do you all agree? Cross. What is B? 2I cap plus 3J cap minus 4K cap. Okay. So this is L cross B. Now let's do the math. So some things that you might have already know, but if anybody out there does not know, what is I cross I? I cross I is 0. So Li cap cross 2I cap is 0. So these two terms cancelled. Next is I cross J. So what is I cross J? I cross J is K cap. So I cross J will be K cap. So what will I get there? Li plus 3J is going to be L into 3 K cap. Next, I cross K. I cross K will be what? I cross K will be minus J cap. So Li and minus 4 cap will be minus into minus plus. So it will be 4J cap. Okay. L cap, I cap will be 0. So now I will write it here. So what is it? What is the formula? F is equal to I L 3K cap plus 4J cap. Is this much clear? Now I will just take the magnitude. So I L square root of 3 square plus 4 square, which is I L square root of 9 plus 16, which is 25. Square root of 25 will be 5. So which is 5IL. Is that an option? Yes, it's option B. Are you all understanding this? Yes, 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 no. Can I have some response in the chat? Yes, no? B. Yes, very good, Ashwin. Others? Quickly, quickly. Yes, Pallavi, it's B. Yes, super. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Yes, Sahana, Sushila, very good students. Okay, next question. Yes, Sanji. Yes, Sanjay. Next question. A long solenoid of radius 1 mm has 100 turns per mm. If 1 amp current flows through the solenoid, the magnetic field strength at the center of the solenoid is going to be. What is it going to be? So what all are given? Radius 1 mm is given, current 1 amps is given, number of turns is 100. So what is the formula? B is equal to nu 0 n L. Okay. So, sorry, Ni, no? B is equal to nu 0 Ni. Okay. So what is nu 0? 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 is nu 0. It's a constant. All of you would know that. And then what is the number of turns? Number of turns, 100 turns per millimeter. Very important, students, 100 turns per millimeter. Don't get confused there. You have to convert that into meters. So it's going to be 10 raised to 5 into 1 amps. Now if you do the math, you'll quickly get the answer. Quickly. You will get 4 pi into 10 raised to 7 minus 5 is going to be minus 2, which is 4 into 3.14 into 10 raised to minus 2. You will get something like 12.56 into 10 raised to minus 2 Tesla. Is that what you're getting? Is that is there an option? Okay, yeah, option B. Yes. Option B. Is it C, Pallavi? Option A. Sushila is getting option B. Vishal, are you getting B or A? Okay, B. Okay. Okay. Pradyot is also getting B. Others, where are you all? You see me properly? B, ma'am. Ananya is also getting B. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A bar magnet is hung by a thin cotton thread in a uniform horizontal magnetic field and is in equilibrium state. The energy required to rotate it by 60 degree is W. Now the torque required to keep the magnet in this new position is how much? Okay, so first thing, what is the formula for torque? Torque is equal to mb sine theta will be sine 60. Now, that is fine, but you have to find out the is hung by magnet, the energy required. Okay, so some work is done. So you are going to rotate it. So you are going to do some work. So what is the formula for work done? Work done is basically the integral of torque. Okay, it is torque d theta, which is mb sine theta d theta. And how much is it going to be? It is going to be mb1 minus cos theta. If you do the integral from theta to 0, okay, it will be mb1 minus cos theta. I think you've done this in your school. So now I have torque, I have work done. So let me find out them. So how much will my work done be? Work done is going to be mb1 minus cos 60. Theta is always 60. Okay, I'll just put it as cos 60. 1 minus cos 60 is 1 minus 1 by 2, which is 1 by 2. Yes. Now how much will my torque be? Torque would be mb sine 60 it would be mb times root 3 by 2. Now, if I take the ratio of torque by work done, how much would it be? MB would definitely cancel. So, I will have root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, which would be root 3. So, torque is equal to work done into root 3, which is option A. Now, how do I know that I have to find out work done? See, look at the options. All of them have work done in it. And the energy required to rotate it by 60 degree is W. W is the work done. Work done and energy is the same. Okay? Okay? Yes? Can I have some response? Are you all getting it? Quickly tell me in the chat, students. Can I have some fire in the chat? If you're all understanding, can I have some fire in the chat? So, this is just integration. I've not shown the integration. It's simple integration. What is integral of sine theta? It is cos theta. But then the limits are theta and 0. So, you will put cos 0 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. Okay? Okay? Yes, I see so many okays. Rohan is disturbing Pallavi. Students, this is not a 5th standard class where I make Rohan stand outside the class and all. Okay, you are NEET students. You're all going to be doctors in some time. You have to have the maturity. Okay? Yes? All my doctor kids, solve fast with me. Okay, Vishal got emojis. Very good, Vishal. Okay, next question. A long wire carrying a steady current is bent into a circular loop. So I have a long wire. I'm not going to break my pen, but I bend it into a loop. Okay? A long wire is bent into a loop. The magnetic field at the center of the loop is B. It is then bent into a circular coil of N turns. The magnetic field at the center of this coil of N turns will be. Yes. Of N turns will be how much? Quickly. Can I have some answers? Yes. Question. Anyway, what is the answer? So first thing, let's say there's a wire that is made into a loop. Okay. So what would the length of the wire be? Wouldn't the length of the wire be same as the circumference of the circle? Because it's 2 pi r. The length is made into a loop. So it is going to be 2 pi r. Now if there are many turns, it would be n into 2 pi r. Okay? Is this much clear? Many turns, it will be n into 2 pi r. Now what will I do? L is 2 pi r. So what is r? R is basically, from this formula, I can write it as L by 2 pi. Okay. Now what is the formula for magnetic field? B is equal to mu 0 I divided by 2r 2r. Now instead of r, I will write mu 0 I divided by 2 into L. 2 pi will go up. So 2 2's will cancel. Mu 0 I pi by L. Okay. So this is for 1 turn. Now if I have 2 turns, what happens? If I have 2 turns, circular coil of n turns. Okay, in the question it's n turns. So if I have 2 turns, what happens? It will be L by n would be 2 pi r in times n. How? L is 2 pi rn. So for n turns, it will be L into n 2 pi rn. Same thing. I just put n under L. So now let's substitute this in our main formula. So Bn would be what? Mu 0 I divided by 2r n times n. Is this much clear? Are you all answering in the chat? Yes. Okay. Mu 0 I divided by 2rn. Okay. Now what is Rn? Rn is same thing. L by 2 pi. So this would be mu 0 I divided by 2 L 2 pi n. There are n turns. So this is going to be mu 0 I pi n square by L. So these things cancel. The 2 and 2 will cancel. Now, if you compare these two equations, so this is Bn. Now, if you compare B and Bn, what is it? B would be equal to, what is the only term that's extra? N square times Bn. So the answer is going to be option A. Are you all getting it? Getting it? Okay. Now, without all this, I'll show you an easy shortcut. Okay. Let's do an easy shortcut. So, number of turns on one coil is always mu 0 I by 2r. Okay. Now, if there are n turns, B dash is going to be mu 0 ni by 2r. Okay. Is this fine? Now, you just have to assume, you have to substitute, and you will get mu 0 n square I by 2r, which is n square b. But in this, you will have a doubt on how this formula came. Only if you know this, you will be able to do this. The full explanation is what I did here. Okay? I don't want anybody to by heart anything because that is not going to help you. So that's why I'm talking. Putting every step. Are you all getting it? If you're all getting it, please put some fire in the chat or say yes, ma'am. Those who don't have emojis, those who are watching from their PC, put yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Quickly. Yes, students, you should have full energy today because tomorrow is your big day. Hello, Kushi Anand. Now, these are all students from my last class. Mr. Harihar Kumar is back. Mix with fun has put fire. Okay, very good. Okay, Pallavi, Yashu, Vishal. See, how n square, you can just look at this portion. So this is all the steps on how I got n square. Why n square? Because, see, B is n nu 0 I by 2 Rn. Okay. Now this Rn I substitute. What is Rn? Rn is L by 2 pi n. From here, Rn is L by 2 pi n. So when I substitute Rn, I have two n's. Okay, there is one more n here. Forgot to write that. N and n will become n square. Is that clear, Ashwin? Is that clear, Ashwin? Like I said, you should all pray that I learn to write more neatly. I'm really sorry, students. I am working on it. But you can say I'm improving, right? I've written more neatly than my last class. I think so. Okay, next question. This is a question. Now we're going to solve some questions from electromagnetic induction and alternating currents. Okay, AC. The very favorite of most students, AC. The magnetic energy stored in an inductor of inductance 4 microhenry carrying a current of 2 amps is. Carrying a current of 2 amps is. Straightforward, easy question. How will you do it? What is the energy? Inductance, half L I square. So I substitute 1 by 2 into 4 micro. So 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into what is the current? 2 amps. So 2 square, which is 2. 2 square is 4. 4 twos are 8. 8 into 10 raised to minus 6. So 8 microjoules. The answer is C. You have to know the unit. Don't put milli. Okay. It is 8 microjoules. Yes. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. Tarun, you're asking me to do even more faster. How do I do even more faster, dear? I'm a human. I have to read the question. I think I'm doing pretty fast. Okay. A step-down transformer connected to an AC mains supply of 220 volts is made to operate at 11 volts, 44 watt lamp. Ignoring power loss in the transformer, what is the current in the primary circuit? Okay, what is the current in the primary circuit? Okay, let's do this quickly. So one thing you need to know, the power in the primary and the power in the secondary, power in primary and power in the secondary are always equal in a transformer. So that means current in primary times voltage in primary is equal to current in secondary times voltage in secondary. Okay. So now what is the current in primary? Voltage is 220 times current is equal to IS into VS is PS, which is 44. Yes, 44 watt is the output power. So what is the current now? 44 by 220. So current is equal to 2 by 10, which is 0.2 amps. Is this fine? Oh, what option is it? Option C? Are you all getting option C? Yes, Mr. Harihar Kumar got C. Pallavi is C. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. A long solenoid has 1000 turns. When a current of 4 amps flows through it, the magnetic flux linked with each turn of the solenoid is 4 into 10 raised to minus 3 Weber meter. The self-inductance of the solenoid is. The self-inductance of the solenoid is. Yes. No, sometimes when I look at the discussions in the chat, it's very funny. So what is the formula for inductance? L is equal to N phi by I. What is the value of N? 1000 turns. So 1000. Now what is phi? Phi is the magnetic flux. 4 into 10 raised to minus 3. What is the value of current? How much is it? 4 amps. Okay. So now do the math. 1000 into 4 into 10 raised to minus 3. Very easy math. 1000 into 10 raised to minus 3. How much? Nothing. So it's just 1. Okay, 4 and 4 cancels, you will just get 1. The answer is 1 Henry. Cancels. Okay, superb. Are you all getting the answer? Okay, Miss Unique has given us update from cricket match also. 70 runs, no wicket. How many likes do I have, Miss Unique? Can you update that also in the chat? Students, quickly, can you all like the video and subscribe? Show some love to your teachers. I took so many hours to make this content for you, to give you all the best questions. The only thing I want is your attention, you scoring very well, and liking and subscribing. Okay, can you all quickly go subscribe to the channel and like the video? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A transformer having efficiency of 90% is working on 200 volts and 3 kilowatt power supply. If the current in the secondary coil is 6 amps, the voltage across the secondary coil and current in the primary coil respectively are. Yes, Vishal, I also agree. Okay, yeah, how will we do this? Yeah, so same thing, power input is equal to power output. So first thing, let's write the power output is going to be equal to efficiency into power input. Do you all agree? Now what is the efficiency? 90%. So 90% is 90 by 100, which is 0.9 into how much is your input? 3 kilowatt. 3 kilowatt is 3 into 1000 watt, which is 3000 watts. So this is going to be equal to 700 watts. So this is the output power. Okay. See, how did I get this formula? Efficiency is output by input. I just cross multiplied. You are all smart students. You don't want every small step. I know that. Okay. So that is done. 2700 watts I get. Now let me find out Vs using output power. So power output is what? Vs into Is, which is, so Vs is equal to P output by IS, which is 2700 by, can you see, 2700 by 6 amps. How much is it going to be? 450 volts. Okay, I have found out the first thing. Now I have to find out current IP. So that how will I do? Power input is equal to VP IP. Power input is how much? 3000. It's given to you in the question. Is equal to VP is how much? How much is VP? Where's the question? 200 volts, right? Yeah. 200 times IP. So IP is equal to 30 by 2, which is 15 amps. So which option is it? 15 amps and 450 is option D. Can you see because of my head? Are you all getting option D? Quickly tell me in the chat. Quickly. Are you all getting option D? Madi. What is Madi? Do. C. Are you getting C? D. Yes, D. Yes. Mr. Harihar Kumar, Neetu, Pallavi, Pradyod, Mahadev. Very good. Vishal. Very good. Very good student. Sahana. Yes. Super. All my little doctor kids. Okay. So when I grow old, when I go to hospital, I have so many of my doctor kids there to take care of me. Okay. Yes. D. Very good. Ravi D. Next, a set of questions from electromagnetic waves. Okay. Yes, Ashwin. D. Okay. Electromagnetic waves. Question. An AC source is connected to a capacitor C due to decrease in its operating frequency. So what is its due to decrease in its operating frequency. So what happens to its displacement current and capacitive reactance is the question. So what will the answer be? What is going to be the answer? So let's write down the formula first. So I know that XC is what? 1 by 2 pi FC. Okay, so XC is the capacitive reactance, F is the frequency, C is the capacitance. So from this I know XC is proportional to 1 by F. So obviously, what will the current be? Current is voltage by XC. So when XC increases, current should decrease. They are inversely proportional. Yes. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Displacement current is same as the current through the capacitor. So when XC changes, C, due to decrease in its operating frequency, what should happen to the current? When XC increases, current will decrease. So what is the answer? Displacement current will decrease. Okay. Yeah, capacitive reactance decreases. Sorry. D. Okay. Yes, you're all right. Okay. So that is the relation between capacitive reactance and yes, displacement current will also decrease, Vishal. Yes. The displacement current is the same as the current through the capacitor in AC. So it should decrease. Okay. So it will be B. Okay. Okay. When I see Pakka answer, I actually, it's cute because you all watch my classes. Okay. In a plane electromagnetic wave, traveling in free space, the electric field component oscillates sinusoidally at a frequency of 2 × 10⁻10 Hz and amplitude 48 volts per meter. Then the amplitude of oscillating magnetic field is. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. I can see, so you should also be able to see. Okay, how will you do this? Very easy question. What is the relationship between speed, magnetic field and electric field? So C is E naught by B naught. So what is B naught? B naught is E naught by C, which is, how much is E naught? 48 divided by C is how much speed of light? 3 into 10 raised to 8. So 48 by 3, if you do the math, you will get 1.6. B naught is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla. So the answer is tricky. Everything is 1.6. So only if you do the math properly and get the power right, you get this answer correct. Okay, so that's the tricky part here. So I've taken all tricky questions. These questions might be simple, but they're all very tricky. You can easily go wrong. That's why you have to pay attention and do it with utmost detail. Okay? All right. 3 into B. Yes, very good, very good. Kaveri. Kaveri Diesel, is that your YouTube name? Okay, Nisha, yes, Pakabi. Next question. Next question. When light propagates through a material medium of relative permittivity epsilon r and relative permeability epsilon r, okay, the velocity of light v is given by, c is the velocity of light in vacuum. Which one do you want me to explain again, dear? Oh, he's a Vin Diesel fan. That's why there's diesel. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So let's do this. How will you do this? First thing, write down the formula. So let's do that. So first thing is C is equal to 1 by square root of epsilon naught mu naught. We know. Now what will V be? V would be equal to square root of epsilon r mu r. Because one is in free space, one is in vacuum. Okay. Now what I will do? I will write epsilon r. No, this is going to be medium, right? So medium. Okay, this is the velocity of light in a medium. So epsilon m mu m. So this is nothing else but epsilon naught epsilon r mu naught mu m. Mu naught. Hey, where is my eraser? Yeah. Epsilon naught epsilon r mu naught mu r. Okay. So V is equal to 1 by square root of epsilon naught mu naught epsilon r mu r. Okay. So this I will separate it and write it as 1 by square root of epsilon naught mu naught into 1 by square root of epsilon r mu r. So what is this term? This term is C. So this will be C divided by epsilon r mu r. Is there an option like that? Let's see. There has to be. How can there not be? B is equal to square root of C epsilon or no, I think there is some error here. The answer is option D, but then there won't be a square root here. Okay. There could be a typo in this. I will cross check and when I upload it, I will verify this. Okay. Is this fine? Yes. Very good. Very good. Super. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. What are you all talking about in the chat? Students, tell me if you got the answer or not. What are you all talking so much in the chat? Okay, next question. For a plane of electromagnetic waves in X direction, which one of the following combination gives the correct possible direction for electric field and magnetic field respectively? Okay, I should watch mission. I will watch it. Okay, so what should we do? Electric field, magnetic field. So what I will do is I will take E cross B. Okay, so my answer should be E cross B. So let's first take J cross J. Okay, so I'll first take this. So J plus K cross minus J minus K. So J plus K cross minus J minus K. So what will it become? Minus J plus K cross K is going to be equal to first two terms. J cross J 0 plus J cross J cross J. I will do it for one, okay? For the others, you will do it. I will do it for one. Okay. So let's do it. J plus K cross minus J plus K. I'll just put the minus sign outside. Okay. Minus J plus K. Now what will this become? Minus, I will again put it outside because the whole term has minus. So it would be J cross J first plus J cross K plus K cross K plus J cross J plus J cross K plus K cross K plus K cross J. So this is going to be 0 plus J cross K is I cap minus plus 0 minus I cap. So I cap minus I cap is going to be 0. So this is 0. Now the same thing will happen for B also if you do the math. See, it's going to be 0. C also will be 0. I think the answer is going to be option D. What are you all getting? Minus J plus K, because here there is a difference in symbol. See, if the symbols of both are the same, then it's probably going to be equal to 0. Look at the first one. It's J plus K and then minus J minus K, which is what? Minus J plus K. So J plus K is going to be 0. C is what? J plus K. Definitely 0. D is what? Minus J plus K. They are also going to be 0. So the only option where all the variables are different is D. So that is why D is going to be the answer. It has minus J plus K and then minus J minus K. They're all different. Okay. Now you can solve each one of them like I solved the first one and you will get 0. Okay. You can solve and check. But a trick to do that is just check if the numbers are the same. See, minus J plus K and minus J plus K is the same. So it is definitely going to be B is going to be 0. C is also same. It's also going to be 0. Okay. So the answer is going to be option D. Ma'am, Y is out. Where Y is out? What are you saying? I don't understand. Yes. Hi, Har Kumar. D, very good. Okay. Superb. Yes. Have you all liked the video? Yes. Like, shared and subscribed. Did you all smash the bell button and the like button? Okay. Next question. Negative sign. Which negative? Yeah, okay. Even if there is a negative sign here, it's not going to make a difference. That's why I didn't put it. See, negative I plus I is 0. So that is why I didn't put the negative sign. There is a negative sign. See, for NEET, steps are not important. You have to get the answer. Okay. I'm very happy that you're all, concentrating. Yes, very good, Vishal. Very good. Okay. A parallel. Okay, Sanjana, I've done that, Sanjana. Okay. A parallel plate capacitor of capacitance 20 microfarad is being charged by a voltage source whose potential is changing at the rate of 3 volts per second. The conduction current through the connecting wires and the displacement current through the plate of the capacitor would be respectively. Ananya, that won't help you. Close that, watch only live because you have to concentrate here. Okay. She's watching live of mine and she's watching IPL also. Very good. Multitasker. Okay, let's look at the next question. Parallel plate capacitor. Okay, how do we do it? So first thing, we'll write down the formula. See what all are given. The rate of change of potential dV by dt. It's given. How much is it? 3 volts per second. It is given to you. C is the capacitance, which is 20 microfarad. That is also given to you. This is nothing else but 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Okay. Now what is the formula? Q is equal to CV. Now let's differentiate this. So dQ by dt is going to be equal to C into dV by dt. Okay. Yeah. C into dV by dt. So simple math. What is dQ by dt? I, current. So current will be equal to C into dV by dt. What is C? 20 microfarad. So 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 3. So 3 into 2 is 6. So this will be 60 into 10 raised to minus 6, which is 60 microamps. Okay. So what is the answer going to be equal to? What is it going to be equal to? Just a second. What is it going to be equal to? The conduction current and the displacement current. So conduction current is equal to displacement current. So it's going to be equal to option A. You have to take. Okay, please carry all your stationaries when you go. Ma'am, A. Very good, Sanjana. Very good. Hey, are you getting B? Okay. Okay. Next question. For Young's double slit experiment, two statements are given below. Okay, now these are all questions from optics. Okay, from now on we'll be solving some questions from optics. For Young's double slit experiment, two statements are given below. Statement 1. If screen is moved away from the plane of the slit, angular separation of the fringes remain constant. Statement 2. If the monochromatic source is replaced by another monochromatic source of larger wavelength, the angular separation of fringes decrease. In the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the options given below. So choose it quickly. So one formula that you know is what? Theta is equal to lambda by d. So from this formula, it's very clear that theta is independent of what? Of d. Theta is dependent on lambda. So these two are very clear. So what would the answer be? Statement 1 is true. Statement 2 is false. The angular separation is not being affected here, right? So lambda will increase when theta increases. So statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. Okay, which option is that? Statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. Is it option B? Are you all getting option B? Hey, is it D? If the screen is moved away from the plane of the slits, then the separation of the fringe width remains constant. It does not depend. See, read the statement properly. The statement says that the separation of the fringes remain constant. See, when the screen distance increases, the fringe separation y, it does not depend. So it is true. Anybody getting D? Okay, very good. Next question. Two thin lenses are of same focal length f, but one of a convex and the other is concave. When they are placed in contact with each other, the equivalent focal length of the combination will be. What will it be? Okay, so it's very easy. You know the formula for equivalent focal length is 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Now let's look at the lenses. There are two lenses, one is convex and the other is concave. So convex lens will have a positive focal length. So let's take it as 1 by f. But the concave lens will have a negative focal length. So this will be minus 1 by f. So what is 1 by f minus 1 by f? It's going to be infinity. That is not, why is it not 0? Because, see, 1 by f is 0. So, f is infinity. Okay? Reciprocal of 0 is infinity. Okay? Very easy because one is convex and the other is concave. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. A lens of large focal length and large aperture is best suited as an objective of an astronomical telescope since a large aperture contributes to the quality and visibility of the images. A large aperture of the objective ensures better light gathering power. A large aperture provides a better resolution. And D is all of the above. See, this is a purely conceptual question. So what would the answer be? What are you all getting? See, a large aperture would allow lots of light to enter, and that will definitely give you brighter and better images. So option A is correct. A large aperture, yes, better gathering power. It would provide better resolution as well. See, resolution is dependent on the aperture size. Large aperture would mean large power, which means better resolution. So the answer is all of the above. This is just a conceptual question. Okay, next question. In total internal reflection, when the angle of incidence is equal to the critical angle for the pair of media in contact, what will be the angle of refraction? So this a very famous diagram. I'll just draw a normal angle of incidence is how much? Equal to critical angle. So whenever angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, what happens to the refracted ray? It is like this. So this angle is 90 degree. Okay, so refracted ray always falls on the surface. The angle of refraction is always 90 degree. This rule I'm sure all of you will know. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, so in Young's double slit experiment, a student observes 8 fringes. How many fringes? 8 fringes in a certain segment of screen when a monochromatic light of 600 nanometer wavelength is used. If the wavelength of light is changed to 400 nanometers, then the number of fringes he would observe in the same region of the screen is how much? First, let's write down the formula. Lambda d by d is what? Fringe width. Okay, so let's say fringe width is first for 600 nanometer wavelength is going to be 600 d by d. Let's say fringe width I. Now fringe width F will be how much? 400 d by d. Okay. Now what I will do is I will find out the relationship between them. Then the number of fringe widths the observer in the same region of the screen would see and all this. So we know that there are 8 fringes initially. So 8 fringes into wavelength 600 should be equal to some n fringes into wavelength 400. So this will give you n is equal to 8 by 400 into 600 will give you 12. Okay. Now for those of you wondering what all happened here, I will give you the full formulas as well. So let's say, some of you are all like, ma'am, what are you doing? So the number of fringes is equal to L by beta. Okay. So L by beta is going to be equal to 8. So what is beta? L by lambda d by d is going to be equal to 8. So from this you can write L1 by beta is equal to 8. So L1 is 8 into beta. Similarly, L2 is n into beta. And then you just equate the two. That's all. Okay? Are you all with me? Or you're all wondering what I'm doing? So what is the answer? 12. Option D. Yes. Who said D? Okay, Mr. Harihar Kumar said D. Okay. Very good, very good. Yeah, Brewster's law and all they've said. Okay. Very good. Students, the match you can watch later. Tomorrow is your NEET exam. Okay? Show some seriousness. I want you all as doctors. All my little doctors. Okay. Next. Angular, in Young's double slit experiment, the separation d between the slit is 2 mm. The wavelength lambda of the light used is 5896 angstrom. The distance d between the screen and the slit is 100 centimeter. It is found that the angular width of the fringes is 0.20. To increase the fringe angular width to 0.20 with same lambda and d, the separation between the slit needs to be changed too. Okay, so we have to find out the new separation between, which is D is what we have to find out. Okay, so what is the formula that we know? We know that the angular width is how much? Width is basically lambda by D. That formula all of you know. Now, initially the question says that 0.20 is lambda by 2 mm. Okay, lambda by 2 mm. And then we increase it to, I think there's a small typo. This has to be 0.21. Okay. So 0.21 is going to be equal to lambda by D. We have to find out D. Wavelength is the same. Okay. So that's why I'm not putting the number. I'm just going to put it as lambda. So let's just take the ratio of these two. So 0.20 by 0.21 is going to be equal to lambda by 2 divided by lambda by D, which is D by 2. So D would be equal to, do the math, 0.2 by 0.21 into 2 is going to be somewhere around 1.9 mm. Are you all getting 1.9 mm? Yes? No? Are you all getting 1.9 mm? Can I get some response? Hi, Madhu Reddy. Yes, Sanjana. Option is B. Very good. Very good, Pradyod. Very good. Very good, Mahadev. Very good, Murmala. Harihar Kumar. Good, good, good. Trisha. That's a new name. Trisha. Hi, Trisha. Yes, yes. Ashwin B, very good. Madhu Reddy, good. Yes. Okay, next question. The angle of Tasmia, good. Good. Gaudu Trim, I don't know to pronounce your name, sorry. Hi Hamsu. Purvi B, very good. Okay, next question. The angle of incidence for a ray of light at a refracting surface of a prism is 45 degree. The angle of prism is 60 degree. If any ray suffers minimum deviation through the prism, the angle of minimum deviation and refractive index of the material are. Yes, Sanjay, it is B. Oh my god. Yeah. What will this be? So first thing, let's write down the angles. Angle I is how much? 45 degree. Okay. Now A is the angle of the prism, which is always 60 degree. Now what will the deviation be? It's always 2I minus A, which is 2 times I is 2 times 45. 45 is 90. 90 minus 60 is going to be 30 degree. Now find out mu. Mu is what? N times A plus del M by 2, the whole divided by, there is sine, okay? A by 2, here also sine. So this is what is sine A plus del by 2. A plus del is 60 plus 30, 90 by 2, 45. So sine 45 by sine A by 2, sine 60 by 2 is sine 30. So this is going to be equal to what? 1 by root 2 times 2 by 1, which is root 2. Root 2, where is the option root 2? Okay. What are the questions to find? Delta M and root 2. Are you all getting it? Yes. Option B. All those who are getting option B, put some fire in the chat. Yes, Sanjana is option B. Very good, very good. Yes, Pallavi, are you getting D? Harihar Kumar B. Gautu. Okay, you changed your name. Gautu, yes. Tasmia B. Very good, very good. Sinchana, where is the answer? Tansi is B. Yes, Gautu B. Sanjana B. Hamsu B. Long hair suits me. Okay, Tasmia. Okay, very good. Next, we're going to do some questions from the chapter Physics and Measurement. Okay, Physics and Measurement. Quickly, let's solve. The area of a rectangular field in meter square of length 55.3 meters and breadth 25 meters. After rounding off the value for correct significant digits is. Yeah. After rounding off the value for current significant digits is. So what should you do? You have to multiply 55.3 into 25. So basically you're multiplying 3 significant figures times 2 significant figures. Your answer should have the lowest significant figures, which is 2 significant figures. So what is going to be your answer? Which one has 2 significant figures? Only 14. 10 raised to 2 is not considered a significant figure. So answer is option D. You don't have to multiply and find out the answer. Okay. You just have to look at the number with the least number of significant figures. That will be the answer. Very easy question. Yeah. And why are you giving such easy questions to smart kids like us? No, that's what you're wondering, right? You will have all kinds of questions from all chapters. Okay. Yes. Let's look at the next question. If E and G respectively denote energy and gravitational constant, then E by G has dimensions of. Okay. So let's first find out G. What is G? F R square by M square is G. So G should have a dimension of, how much would it be? M raised to minus 1 L cube T raised to minus 2. Universal gravitational constant. And what is E? E is m raised to minus 1 L square T raised to minus 2. Now I have to take the ratio of the two. So when I take the ratio of the two, the next question is there, but let's finish this first. I have to take the ratio of E by G. Okay. So E by G is what? M raised to minus 1 L square T raised to minus 1. The whole divided by M raised to minus 1 L cube T raised to minus 2. So this cancels. This cancels. What remains is L raised to minus 1. Isn't it? Do I have an option like that? L raised to minus 1. There are some typos. There's a typo in the question as well. The answer is going to be L raised to minus 1. Answer is D. Answer is C. C, ma'am. D, ma'am. What are you all getting? No, I really like your energy, students. Okay, I think this is plus 1. That's what's gone wrong. So if this is plus 1, then when it goes up, yeah. So that is energy, right? So that was just a typing mistake. So this is M plus 1. So when M plus 1 goes up, it becomes M square L raised to minus 1. Sorry. This is plus 1, this is minus 1. So when it goes up, it becomes G is minus 1. T raised to 0. So it's option C. Yeah, you're all smarter. Are you all getting option C? C for Catherine, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, C for Catherine, ma'am. Yes. Every time you write your NEET exam, whenever option C comes, you should remember me. Very good. Superb, students. 6 eyes, ma'am. Who has 6 eyes? Okay, are you all with me? Full energy. Okay, next question. Taking into account of the significant figures, what is the value of 9.99 meters minus 0.0099 meters? So 9.99 minus 0.0099. So how much is it? It will be 9.9801. But you don't have to do all this. I just simply did all this. What should the answer be? The answer should have the number with the least number of significant figures. So the answer should be option D. It should be 9.98. You don't have to do the math. Okay. Okay. Next question. Question number 35. The ratio of the dimension of Planck's constant and that of moment of inertia is the dimension of what? Okay, so I have to find out the ratio of Planck's constant and moment of inertia. So I am not going to look at the formula and all. What I'll just do, I'll just take units. What is the unit of Planck's constant? Joule second, joule per second, and the unit of the unit of Planck's constant is joule second, and then the unit of inertia is what? Kilogram meter square. Now what is the dimension for joule? Joule is ml square. Dimension for time is t raised to minus 1. Kilogram meter square. Kilogram is mass. So m meter square is L square. So what happens? This and this cancels. This becomes 1 by T. What is 1 by T? 1 by T is equal to frequency. So the answer is going to be D, frequency. Okay. Yes, yes. Ma'am, what is your birthday? Oh God. If you tell me 10 correct answers, I'll tell you my birthday. Yes, done. Are you all getting D? If you're all getting D, put some fire in the chat. Quickly, students, quickly. Put some fire emojis in the chat and go like the video if you're all getting D. Students, we only have 52 likes. How sad. I have so many students in my class and I have only 52 likes. Go like the video quickly. Okay, you're all getting D. Very good. Next question. These are questions from Kinematics. A car starts from rest and accelerates at 5 meters per second. At t is equal to 4 seconds, a ball is dropped out of a window by a person sitting in the car. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at t is equal to 6 seconds? Take g is equal to 10 meters per second square. Let's do it. So what's happening? There's a ball. He's starting from here. Okay. And then 20 meters per second is what? Wait, not 20. So from here he starts. Time t is equal to 4. Okay. T is equal to 4. There's a downward force. And this is how the ball moves. Okay. And when it reaches here, t is 6 seconds. So at t is equal to 4 seconds, what happens? V is equal to u plus at is the formula. So initial velocity is 0. So u is anyway 0. So it will be 0 plus 5 into 4 because it accelerates at 4. So this is going to be 20 meters per second. Alright. Is this clear? Now Vy is what? Again 0 plus. When the gravity is 10. So when the gravity is 10 into 2, which is 20. So initially, see, here it moves down with 20, this side also with 20 meters per second. So now what will can you see? Yeah. Now what will V be? Square root of 20 square plus 20 square, which is 10 root 2. Hey, what was that? Okay, 10 root 2. So acceleration is how much? Acceleration is 10. Acceleration is 10. And this is root 2. Okay. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. A body is moving with a velocity of 30 meters per second towards east. After 10 seconds, its velocity becomes 40 meters per second towards the north. The average acceleration of the body is? Average acceleration of the body is what? What is the formula for average acceleration? A average, what is acceleration? Velocity by time. So average acceleration is final velocity minus initial velocity by time. Okay. So what is the initial minus final? 40 joules. Sorry. 40 minus 30. The whole divided by what is the time taken? 10 seconds. Now I'll just add directions as well because it's velocity. So it's moving in the east and towards the north. So it will be j cap and I cap. So 40 j cap minus 30 I cap by 10. Now will I find out the value? So it's 40 j cap minus 30 I cap. So 40 square plus 30 square by 10. How much is it going to be? 40 square plus 30 square by 10. If you do the math, you will get 5 meter per second square. Okay. So very important, direction is very important because they are not moving along the same path. One is moving in the east, the other is moving towards the north. Okay. Done. Okay. Ma'am, option B. It's option A. 60 likes. Only 60 likes. Let's make it 100 likes quickly. More likes. At least 100 likes. Yeah, you're all getting D. All those who are getting D, put some fire in the chat. Yes, Sanjana, very good. Okay? Yeah. A particle starting from the origin 0, 0 moves in a straight line in the xy plane. It coordinates at a later time root 3, 3. The path of the particle 3, 3 makes with x-axis an angle of x-axis an angle of. What is the answer? So let's just make a figure for this first. Okay. So let's say initially it is at 0, 0 and then it reaches a point root 3, 3. Okay. So the later coordinate is root 3, 3. That is also given to you in the question. So this is the y-axis coordinate. This is the x-axis coordinate. So how will you find out this theta? You are not taking hypotenuse, so it's definitely tan theta. So tan theta would be, this is going to be root 3. This is going to be, no, other way around. 3 root 3. So tan theta would be opposite by adjacent. So 3 by root 3, which is root 3. So theta is going to be equal to 60 degree. Okay? Yeah, all these. Okay? Yes. Very good, very good. Okay, next question is from laws of motion. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Frictional force opposes the relative motion. Limiting value of static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. Rolling friction is normal than sliding friction. Coefficient of sliding friction has dimensions of length. Yes, Kushi, it's Pakkadi. Okay, what is the answer going to be? So frictional force, first thing, frictional force opposes relative motion. This is correct. Frictional force always opposes the motion. Second one, limiting value of static friction is directly proportional to normal reaction, isn't it? Fs is equal to mu Sn. That is also correct. Rolling friction is smaller than sliding friction. Yes, obviously. When something is rolling, its friction is generally smaller than when it is sliding. So, coefficient of sliding friction as dimensions of length is incorrect. So, sliding friction, coefficient of sliding friction is a dimensionless quantity. So, this is the answer. You have to always check. It asks for the incorrect statement. Okay? Very good. Let's move on to the next question. The force F acting on a particle of mass m is indicated by the force time graph shown below. The change in momentum of the particle over time from interval 0 to 8 seconds is. So whenever you have graph questions, I've told this many times, usually you are asked to find out the area under the graph. Okay. So let's do the same thing here. We have a triangle, a square and a rectangle. So first thing, area of the triangle would be half into, what is the base? 2. What is the height? 6. Minus. Why minus? Because it's in the negative coordinate. Minus square is how much? 2 into 3. 2 into 3. Negative sign only is, it's only because it is in the negative coordinate. Plus. What is this? 3 into 8 minus 6 is, sorry, 8 minus 4 is 4. So 4 into 3. Quickly do the math. 6 minus 6 plus 12 is going to be 6 Newton second. Okay. How did I know that I have to do area under the graph? Formula, what is the formula? Change in momentum is always equal to integral F dt, which is basically the area under the graph. Yes? Convinced? Okay. Okay. Yes. Next question. Work energy power. An electric lift with maximum load of 2000 kilogram, lift plus passenger is moving with a constant speed of 1.5 meters per second. Is moving up, the frictional force opposing the motion is 3000 Newton. The minimum power delivered by the motor to the lift in watts. Ma'am, 12 is answer. No. Are you sure? Sorry. Yes. Smart. My kids are all very smart students. Yes, it's 6 minus 6 plus 12. So the answer is option A. Okay? Sorry. You're all very smart. You will find out everything. Very good. Sorry, mastermind. It is option A. A small mistake, okay? Yeah. Next question. Work, energy and power. These questions are from the chapter Work, Energy and Power. This is also a trick to see how many of you are listening in the class. That's why I make these small things. Okay, so what is the first thing? I already read the question. I hope the question is clear to everybody. So first we will find out the weight of the lift. What is the weight of the lift? Weight is mass into gravity. What is the mass? 2000 kilograms into gravity is 10. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the weight. Now let's find out the total force required to lift the load. Okay. Force required to lift the load. How much is it? The force of the motor will be equal to weight plus the force of friction. So this much has to be overcome by the motor, the weight and the frictional force. So how much is the weight? The weight is 2140 plus friction is how much? 3000. It's given to you in the question. So this is together 23,000 newtons. Now the question is to find out the power. What is the formula for power? FV. Okay. FV is the power. So 23,000 into 1.5. How much is it going to be equal to? 34,500 watts. Option C. Are you all getting it? Yes? No? Yes? Where are all my students? Are you getting D? Anybody getting C? Quickly, let me know. Yes, students, fast. Yes, Mr. Harihar Kumar has come. Okay. Next question. The potential, okay, Kushiana also got it. The potential energy of a system increases if work is done upon the system by a conservative force, upon the system by a non-conservative force, by the system against a force, by the system against a non-conservative force. Gotu got C. Yes, very good. So, what will you do here? See, potential energy will increase when the work is done always by the system against a conservative force. So this you should know. That is when potential energy will increase. Okay. So potential energy increases when work is done by the system, upon the system by a conservative force. Uh, what are you all getting? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So these questions are all from, yeah, Sahana. Yes, everyone should like the video, just like Sahana said. Yes. Like and also share this to your friends. Ask them to come join us. Tell them we are solving questions. Okay, Sanjay. Yes, last class of your 2025 batch. Okay, next question. This is from Center of Mass, Momentum and Collision. Rakesh, these are all questions from previous year papers. The same question will definitely not come again, but you will get similar questions. Okay, these are all PYQs. A ball of mass 0.5 kilogram is dropped from a height of 10 meter, strikes the ground and rebounds to the same height. The magnitude of impulse imparted to the ball is. Yes, we'll do questions from all the chapters. They are coming. Okay, let's do it. So what happens? There's a height. The height is 10 centimeters. A ball is dropped from the height. Okay, from this top it is dropped and then hits and then it bounces back. Okay. So what is the formula? V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. Okay. So initial velocity is 0. So can I write V is equal to square root of 2GH? This is 0. So V square is 2GH. V is square root of 2GH. Now how will substitute the values? Square root of 2 into, what is the value of G? 10. And the height is also 10. So this is going to be 2 into 10 into 10. Taking the square root, you will get 14.14 meters per second. Okay. Now I have to find out the impulse. How will I find out the impulse? So impulse is mass into velocity. So mass into V final minus V initial. So which is going to be equal to what? Mass is how much is it going to? Yeah, 0.15. 0.15 into minus 14.14 minus 14.14. Why? Why am I taking the same? Because it hits the ground and then rebounds with the same velocity. So what will your answer be? Impulse will be equal to 0.15 into minus 28.28, which is minus 4.2 Newton second. So what is the answer? The answer is option D. Are you all getting option D? Yes. Yes, no. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Two particles of mass 5 kg and 10 kg respectively are attached to the two ends of a rigid rod of length 1 meter with negligible mass. Okay. The center of mass of the system from the 5 kg particle is nearly at a distance of. So for this question, I already told you these are all questions from center of mass chapter. So what is the formula? X center of mass will be equal to mx1 plus m1x1 plus m2x2 by m1 plus m2. Okay, so if mass is 5 kilograms, first mass is 5, second mass is 10, and they are at distances 1 meter apart. Okay, so you can actually think of a figure something like this. Okay, so this is 5, this is 10, and they are at a distance of 1 meter apart. This is the center of mass. This distance is x. Okay. So what I will do, x will be equal to 5 with respect to mass 5. Okay. If I'm taking 5, the distance is, we are looking at 5. So the distance is 0. It's not going to move anywhere. 5 into 0 plus. Whereas 10 with respect to 5, it's at a distance 1 meter apart. So 10 into 1, the whole divided by 5 plus 10. So 5 into 0 plus 10 into 1 by 5 is 10 by 15, which is 2 by 3 centimeters. Sorry, 2 by 3 meters. So it's going to be 2 by 3 meters from the 5 kg particle. So what is the answer? Tell me. Convert. So going to be option A. 2 by 3 is 0.67. And then when you convert it into meters, you will get this answer. Okay. So why did I take x1 as 0? Because I'm finding the center of mass from 5 kilogram particle. So mass 1 is at 5 kilogram. It's at a 0 distance because we are taking at 5. Mass 2 is at a distance 10 with respect to that. Okay, next question. Two particles which are initially at rest move towards each other under the action of their internal attraction. If their speeds are v and 2v at any instant, then the speed of center of mass of the system will be. Are you all there in class? 70 likes. Very good, Sahana. Let's make it 100 likes before the class ends. Okay? Yeah. So, see, net external force on the system is going to be 0. Is equal to 0. But how do I do that? I can directly say it's 0. But how do I do that? V is equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by M1 plus M2. Yeah. Now what is, let's substitute M1V minus M2 times 2V. It's given to you in the question. Is M1 plus M2. Okay. See, there are no external force acting. So the total momentum of the system is going to be conserved. So initially both the particles are at rest. The center of mass must also be at rest. So initially both the particles are at rest. So the center of mass must also be at rest. Okay. So velocity at the center of mass will be 0. You can just write that by intuition. Because initially they are at rest, so the center of mass should also be at rest. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Two bodies of mass 1 kg and 3 kg have position vectors. These two, the center of mass of the system with respect to the position vectors are. So first thing, formula. R is, what are you all getting? M1 R1 plus M2 R2 divided by M1 plus M2. So if you just solve this, you will actually get the answer. See, here M2 is negative because they are moving in opposite directions. See, they are attracting, so they are moving in 2 different directions. That was your doubt, right? Hi, some studio, SM Science Studio. Hello, Habib. Okay, let's do this quickly. Okay, so how will we do this? So this is a formula. If you just substitute all the values in this formula, you will get the answer. Any answers in the chat? Anybody got the answer? So mass M1 is 1 kg and M2 is 3 kg. R1 and R2 are given to you. So this is R1, this is R2. So let's do R. Capital letter R would be equal to, first mass is 1, 1 into I minus 2j plus k plus 3 into minus 3i minus 2j plus k, the whole divided by 1 plus 3, 4. Now let's solve these individually. 1 into this, so this will be I minus I plus 2j, right? Yeah. I plus 2j plus k plus minus 9i minus 6j plus 3k. Okay. The whole by 4 is there, that I'll put at the end. This is going to be equal to, taking all the I terms common, I minus 9i plus 2j plus 6j plus k plus 3k. So this is going to be equal to 8i cap minus 4j cap plus 4k cap. Okay? Yes? No? So M1 plus M2 is 4. So R is going to be equal to 8i cap minus 8i cap minus 4j cap plus 4k cap divided by 4. So now this is going to be equal to, dividing everything by 4, minus 2i cap minus j cap plus k cap. Where is that option? Minus 2i cap minus j cap plus k cap, which is option C. Are you all getting option C? Yes, no? C. Yes. Yes, C for Catherine ma'am. All of you got C? All those who got C, Pradyot, very good. Gagana. Oh, Gagana. Hi, Gagana. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question is also from rotational motion. Okay, rotational motion. The ratio of the radius of gyration of a thin uniform disk about an axis passing through its center and normal to its plane to the radius of gyration of the disk about its diameter is. So it will be something like this. There's a disk where it's passing through the center. Okay, so first thing that you should know, what is the formula? The formula for radius of gyration is k is equal to root of I by m. I hope all of you know the formula. Now, for the moment of inertia along the center, I along the center is going to be equal to 1 by 2 m r square. Okay. Now, radius of gyration will be equal to what? K is going to be equal to k square root of I by m. So, if you substitute that here, what will it become? Won't you get I by square root of 2? M will cancel, r square and the square root will cancel. So, it is r by root 2 from this equation. Okay. Now, moment of inertia about the diameter is how much? I along the diameter will be 1 by 4 mr square. Okay. So, what will the k along diameter be? Again, you divide by m and take the square root. So, it would be r divided by 2. Now, I will take the ratio. Ratio of kc by kd will be r by root 2 divided by r by 2, which is going to be equal to root 2. So, the answer is going to be root 2 by 1. So, it's going to be root 2 is to 1. Okay. Yes, no, yes. Are you all getting it? B. Okay. B plus 4 fires. B. Yes, Habib, Kushi, Sinchana, Sanjay, Sanvika, Anvika. The name. What is your name? The name? Kushi Anand got it. Rakesh, yes ma'am. Okay, very good. Next question. Two rotating bodies, A and B of masses m and 2m with moments of inertia IA and IB, where IB is greater than IA, have equal kinetic energy of rotation. If LA and LB be their angular momentum respectively, then see, first thing, K is equal to half I omega square. Okay, this is the kinetic energy of rotation. K is the kinetic energy. Now, we also know that angular velocity L is equal to I omega. So, omega is equal to L by I. So, if you substitute that, you will get K is equal to half into I times L by I square, which is L square by 2I. So, K is equal to L square by 2I. Fine. Now, what will we do? We already know that Ka is equal to Kb. So, this should be L square 2I, L square A divided by 2IA should be equal to L square B divided by 2IB. Okay. Now, in the question, they have told us that IB is greater than IA. So, L square IB is greater than IA. So, L square B should also be greater than L square A. Now, if I take the square root, what happens? L of B should be greater than L of A. Yes. So, what is the answer? L of B should be greater than L of A. Okay. Yes, no, yes. Your name is Lily. Hi, Lily. B, are you all getting B? Okay, Sahana is getting B. Gagana is getting B. Kushi Anand is getting B. Rakesh is getting B. Okay, very good. Let's move on to the next question. These are all questions from the chapter Gravitation. Okay. Students, we've not yet hit 100 likes. Can you all please go like the video and make it 100 likes? Yes? Can you do that much for your ma'am? Yes? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your love. I love you all. Okay? Yes. Very good. Ria also got B. Bhumika got B. Comrocks got B. Okay. I will come to it, mastermind. Don't worry. After this portion, I have that also. Okay. A body weighs 72 Newton on the surface of the Earth. What is the gravitational force on it at a height equal to half of the radius of the Earth? Pratap Kumar, very good. Okay. So what should you do? So G effective, okay, is going to be G. It is at a height. So what is the formula? G1 plus H by R the whole square. So now I will do the math. G divided by 1 plus. What is the height? It is already given. It is at a height equal to half of the radius of the Earth. So H should be equal to R by 2. Okay. So H should be R by 2 by R square. Now all the R's I cancel. This is going to be G divided by 1 plus 1 by 2 square. So this is going to be 4G by 9. So what is the F going to be? F is equal to, what else? I have gravity 4 by 9 into 72. Okay? 4 by 9 into 72 is going to be equal to 72 by 9 into 4 will be 32 newtons. Okay? So what happens? The gravity becomes 4 by 9 of gravity. So at normal gravity, the weight was 72. M into G was 72. Now it becomes 4 by 9 of G. So 4 by 9 of 72. Okay? Are you all getting it? Clear? Clear, clear, clear? Yes. Okay. Very good. Next question. The work done to raise a mass m from the surface of the earth to a height h, which is equal to the radius of the earth, is how much? So you have to find out from here it's r, and to raise it to a height of h is equal to r. Okay. So what is the potential energy? Minus g mm by r. This is the initial potential energy at the surface of the earth. Okay. Now final potential energy at a height h will be how much? So U final will be minus gmm divided by 2r. Why? Because h is equal to r, which would be 2r. So now the work done is what? Change in potential energy. Work done is change in potential energy. So work done is UF minus UI, which is equal to what? GMM divided by 2R is your work done. This is going to be equal to, you will get GR square M divided by 2R, which is going to be equal to mgr by 2. How? Because gm is gr square. So what is the answer? mgr by 2. So it's going to be option B. Is this clear to everybody? Are you all getting B? B, B, B. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is also a very easy question. Two astronauts are floating in gravitational free space after having lost contact with their spaceship. The two will, see, they have gravitational force between them. So how should they move? Your eyes are burning, Rakesh Gowda. See, I don't want you to put you in so much of stress a day before the exam. I will give you a 5 minutes break. After this question, I'll give you a 5 minutes break. Okay? Yeah. So what would the answer be? See, two astronauts are floating in gravitational free space after having lost connectivity. The two will, they will definitely move towards each other. Why? Because they are in a condition of weightlessness, and gravitational force is the only force that they have, so that will pull them towards each other. Okay? Okay. So before question number 22, since somebody's eyes is burning, we'll just have a 5 minutes break. Okay? Please come back. Please don't go anywhere. Please come back to class. Resume back. I'm not going to give you a huge break because we have to finish. You have to go to sleep early today. Okay? So at what time? 9:20. No, 9:22. Okay? 9:22 we'll start quickly because I want you all to go to sleep early today. I have to finish very fast. Okay? So quickly go eat something, take rest and come back fast. Yes. Are you all back? Back? Hi, hello. Okay, let's solve this. What is happening in the chat? What are you all talking about? Okay, next question. Hi, Varsha. Okay, Kushi Anand, we're back. Okay, a satellite of mass m is orbiting the Earth of radius r at a height h from its surface. The total energy of the satellite in terms of g naught, acceleration due to gravity at the surface of the Earth. The value of acceleration due to gravity at the Earth's surface is. Rakesh, I gave break because of you. Okay, are you okay now? Okay, let's do this. So, what is the total energy of the satellite? The total energy of the satellite is minus GMM divided by 2 times R plus H. And G naught is what? G naught is gravity, GME by R square. So, from this, I will get ME is equal to G naught R square by G. So, substituting that in energy, energy will be, instead of GM, I will write it as G naught R square. Sorry, I will write it as G naught R square. Okay. Yeah, G naught R square instead of GM. So, G naught R square. What remains? What remains? G naught R square. M remains. The whole divided by 2 times R plus H. So, is there a formula like that? 2 times R plus H. It's negative. Energy is negative. So, it's option A. Okay, very good. Question number 53. If VE is escape velocity and VO is orbital velocity of a satellite for orbit close to the Earth's surface, then these are related by V0 is equal to VE, VE is square root of 2V0, VE is square root of 2V0, V0 is square root of 2VE. So let's write down the formulas. So V escape is what? Square root of 2GM, the whole divided by R. V orbital is square root of Gm by R. V escape will be what? What is the difference between the two? Square root of 2, that's all. Square root of 2 times V naught. So what would the answer be? VE is equal to square root of 2 V naught. Very easy questions. Now we'll start with the next chapter, which is properties of liquids and solids. Oh my god. What does Yash wants to know? Yash wants to know if Raya is cute or not. Ria is cute or not. Students, tomorrow you have your NEET exam. So please be a little more serious. The amount of energy required to form a soap bubble of radius 2 cm from a soap solution is nearly surface tension of soap solution is this much. Okay. So what will you do? First thing, what is the area of the bubble? Area is 4 pi r square. But a bubble has two surfaces. So area will be 2 into 4 pi r square. Now what is E? E is the work done or the change in energy. It's basically surface tension into area. Okay. So what is it going to be? T times 2 into 4 pi r square. T into 2 into 4 pi r square. So this is going to be equal to 2 into, what is the value of tension? 0.03 into 4 into 3.14 into, what is radius? 2? 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 square. So if you do the math, you will get 3.01 into 10 raised to minus 4 joules, which is option B. Okay, simple question. Next question, 55. A wire of length L, area of cross section A, is hanging from a fixed support. The length of the wire changes to L1 when M is suspended from its free end. The expression for Young's modulus is. So what is the expression for Young's modulus? Force over area divided by change in length by original length. Okay? Change in length by original length. Now what is F over area going to be? Force is what? Mass times gravity. So mass times gravity divided by area into, what is change in length? L2 minus L1, the whole divided by L. So let's see if we have that somewhere. So which option is it going to be? This is going to be equal to mgl divided by A L2 minus L1, which is option B. Are you all getting option B? Let me know in the chats. Are you all getting option B? All those who are getting option B, put B in the chat. Yes, Rakesh getting B. Yes, who else? Who else? Where are the others? Hi, Dr. Tarun, I remember you. Sinchana, why are you laughing? What is so funny in class? Gagana is getting A. Oh, Amulya, I remember Amulya also. Amulya is getting B. I remember Gagana as well. But yes. Yes, MN is getting B. Chandrakala, Kushi, Amulya, Saif, Invincible. Yash. Very good. So many familiar names. Very good. Happy to see you all. Okay. Comrocks got B. Very good students. Superb. Can you all quickly go like the video? Please show me some of your, support by liking the video. Yes, very good. The name. I know you also the name. Okay, the name. Good. Good. Okay, next question. A capillary tube of radius r is immersed in water and water rises in it to a height h. The mass of the water in the capillary is 5 gram. Another capillary tube of radius 2r is immersed in water. The mass of water that will rise in this tube is. How much is the mass of the water that will rise in this tube? So what is the formula? H is equal to 2t cos theta, the whole divided by rho rg. Now what is mass? Mass is density times volume, which is rho times height times pi r square, and this is given to you as 5 grams. Okay, radius is also given. Radius is going to become 2r. H dash is going to be h by 2. So now what is m dash going to be? Rho h by 2 times pi 2r square. So m dash is going to be equal to rho h pi r square into 2. And this is going to be equal to how many grams? What is the only difference? There is a difference of 2. So 2 into 5, which is 10 grams. The answer is option A. Are you all getting option A? Yes. Students, we are at 90 likes. Quickly, can you make it 100 likes? Quickly. Please go like your video. Send it to all your friends. Ask them to also watch, like and subscribe. Are you all getting 10? Yes, Rakesh is getting 10. Yes, very good. MN is getting 10. Preetu is getting 10. Okay. Nisha, Likhi, very good. Amulya is getting 10. Kushi is getting 10. Okay. So all those who are understanding. All those who are doing really well. Very good. Can you all put some fire in the chat? All those who liked the video also put some fire in the chat. Let me see how many fires will come up. Comrox 10. Very good. Super. Ritu 10. Chandrakala 10. Very good. Okay, next question. The approximate depth of an ocean is 2700 meters. The compressibility of water is 45.4 into 10 raised to minus 11 pascals, and density of water is 10 raised to 3 kilograms per meter cube. Find fractional change in volume. Fractional change in volume is delta V by V. Okay, so we have to find out delta V by V. So what is one thing I can do? So I know that delta V by V is equal to minus beta times P. Okay, beta is the compressibility and P is the pressure. So delta V by V is equal to minus beta times P. Now what is compressibility? Compressibility is equal to delta V by V into 1 by P. So what is delta V? What is delta V by V? I already wrote that. So let's do the math. So now we have to find out delta V by V only. So delta V by V is equal to P into beta. I'm not going to take the negative sign. Let's just find the magnitude. What is P? P is pressure, which is H rho G into beta. So H is how much? 2700. Density is how much? 10 raised to 3. Gravity is 10. And beta is how much? 45.4 into 10 raised to minus 11. Now do the math. If you do the math, 227 into 45.5, you will get 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 2. Are you all getting this? Is there an option? Yes. Option D. Are you all understanding? Quickly solve it and tell me if you're getting option D or not. Yes, students, we are at 28.9k subscribers. 28.9 does not look good. Let's make it 29k. Quickly. All of you go. Make it 29k. Please do subscribe. Let's just make it 29k by the end of the video. Yes, I'll be very excited to see that. And I'm very excited to see your answers as well. Kirtana, very good. MV, Amulya, Kushi, Anand, Nisha. Yes, super. Next, we're going to do some questions from heat and thermodynamics. So, thermodynamics process are indicated in the following diagram. Okay, so we have to match each one. So, process 1. Where is process 1? Process 1 is what? So at process 1, you can see the volume is constant. The volume is not changing. So when volume is constant, it's called isochoric. So process 1 is isochoric. Now what is process 2? In process 2, you can see P and V are changing. PV is changing. Okay. So in process 2, PV is raised to gamma, P and 2 both are changing. So it is definitely adiabatic. Now what is process 3? In process 3, you can see the temperature is a constant. So if temperature is a constant, it's going to be isothermal. And process 4 is obviously isobaric. So PC, okay, PC, QA, and RD, S and B. Okay, so it is option D. All right. Very good. Fakka D. Okay. Okay. A piece of ice falls from a height h so that it melts completely. Only 1/4 of the heat produced is absorbed by the ice, and all energy of ice gets converted into heat during its fall. The value of h is. What is the value? So first thing, what is the first step? So the kinetic energy, so when it's falling, So energy would be equal to mgh. Okay. Now the heat absorbed by the ice is going to be equal to 1/4. So 1/4 of mgh. Now the heat required to melt the ice is going to be how much? The heat required to melt the ice is going to be equal to m times L, mass times specific latent heat of fusion. So both of these are equal definitely. mgh by 4 is equal to ml. So from this, h is equal to m and m cancels, 4L by G, which is 4 into 3.4 into 10 raised to 5 by 10, which is 136 kilometers. Option C. Are you all getting option C? Quickly tell me in the charts. Quickly. We are only at 92 likes and 28.9k. Let's make that 29k. Quickly, students, quickly. Yes, are you all getting option C? Very good. Okay. The two ends of a metal rod are maintained at temperature 0 degree and 110 degrees. The rate of heat flow of the rod is found to be 4 joules per second. If the ends are maintained at temperatures 100 degrees Celsius and 200 degrees Celsius, rate of heat flow will be see, the delta T is same. That is, at 110 degrees Celsius, the rate of heat flow is the same. It's given to you. The rate of heat flow is the same. So the answer is going to be 4 joules per second itself. It's not going to change. You can do all the steps, but you don't have to. You can do all the steps just by using the formula Q by T is equal to Ka delta T by L. You can just substitute and find out, but you don't have to because it's just the same. Okay, let's move on to the next question. A monoatomic gas at a pressure P having a volume V expands isothermally to a volume 2V and then adiabatically to a volume 16V. The final pressure of the gas is, so P1V1 is equal to P2V2. So PV is equal to P2 times 2V. This is given to you in the question. The volume becomes 2 times the initial volume and pressure 2 becomes half of the initial pressure. Okay, but in an adiabatic process, we already know that PV raised to gamma is a constant, is something that we know. So let's substitute. So pressure will be P by 2, volume will be 2V raised to gamma, and this is going to be equal to the final pressure times final volume 16V times gamma. All this are given to you in the question. So let's find out P final from this. P final is going to be P by 2, 2V by 16V, the whole raised to gamma. So gamma will be 5 by 3. Okay? Yes, no? Gamma will be 5 by 3. VV cancels. PPF, everything will cancel. It will be 5 by 3. Now what will happen? PF by P would be 1 by 2 times 3 gamma plus 1, which is 1 by 2 times 3, it would be 6, which is 1 by 64. So PF will be P by 64, which is option A. Okay? Okay. Let's quickly move on to the next question. Kinetic theory of gases, match column 1 and column 2. You just have to find out which is the correct formula. So what is root P in square? VRMS is square root of this one. Pressure exerted by an ideal gas is what? P is equal to nRT. Average kinetic energy of a molecule 3 by 2 kT. Very good. Total internal energy is half 1 by 3. This one. And then you can just look which option matches. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Next question. The mean free path of a gas I'm just going a little fast because we have to finish all questions from all chapters. There are totally 80 questions. I'll finish it quickly. Okay? I don't want to keep you awake all night. The mean free path for a gas with molecular diameter d and number density d can be expressed as. So all of us know the formula. What is formula? Lambda is equal to 1 by square root of 2n sigma. Now instead of sigma, I will write it as pi d square. That's all. So lambda is equal to 1 by square root of 2 n pi d square. Do we have an option like that? 1 by square root of 2 n pi d square, option D. Okay. Next question. A thermodynamic system undergoes cyclic processes. I've told you every time you have a graph, usually you have to find the area under the graph. A thermodynamic system undergoes cyclic process ABCD as shown in the figure. The work done by the system in the cycle is. How will you do that? First, let's find out the area. A1. Okay. So what will A1 be? I'll take this one. A1 would be, it's a triangle. So half. How much is going to be the base? Okay, let's take the height. Height is going to be 3p0 minus 2p0 into, what is the base going to be? 2v minus v. This is going to be equal to 3 minus 2 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. So pv by 2. P0, V0 by 2. Now let's find out the area A2. Quickly, you should find this out by yourself. How much is area A2? Half times 2 P0 minus P0, these two, into 2 V0 minus V0. And this is also going to be equal to P0 V0 by 2. So what will the total area be? A1 plus A2. And since it's opposite, when you subtract them, it will be 0. Okay? Is that fine? A1 plus A2 will be 0. Because one is upwards, one is downwards. Is this clear to all of you? Yes, no, yes. Question is not clearly visible. Yeah, okay. You can see now. Can you see now? Yes, can you see? Sanjay? Okay. Kirtana, very good. Nisha, good. Yes. Amulya is getting. Okay, good. 0 is hero. Yes, Gagana. You're all heroes out there. Yes, Murmula, it's B. Okay, next question. These are all questions from oscillations in waves. Okay? Yes, Kushi. The ratio of frequency of fundamental harmonics produced by an open pipe to that of a closed pipe that is having the same length is. So first thing you need to know, frequency of open pipe is how much? Frequency of open pipe is V by 2L. Frequency of closed pipe is V by 4L. What will the ratio between them be? V by, let's not put V, anyways it will cancel. 1 by 2 by 1 by 4. FO by FC. So this is going to be 2 by 1. So what is the answer? 2 is to 1. Okay? Yes, no? Okay, next question. If the initial tension on a stretched string is doubled, then the ratio of the initial and final speeds of a transverse wave along the string is. So we know that for the speed of a transverse wave, V is square root of T by nu. What is T? T is the tension of the string. Nu is the linear density. So V1 would be what? Square root of T1 by nu. V2 will be square root of T2 by nu. Now, this is double. That is given to you in the question. So, T2 will be 2 times T1 by mu. Okay. So, I will take it outside. It will be root 2 times T1 by mu, same thing. So what is T1 by mu? V1 mu. So root 2 into V1. Okay. So V1 by V2 is equal to V1 by square root of 2 times V1. What is V2? Square root of 2 times V1. So 1 by root 2. What is the answer? 1 is to root 2. Okay. Yes, no. Yes. Okay. Next question. In a guitar, two strings A and B are made of same material, are slightly out of tune and produces beats of frequency 6 Hz. When tension in B is slightly decreased, the beat frequency increases to 7 Hz. If the frequency of A is 530, the original frequency of B will be. Satwik is soon going to be 16 years old. It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Satwik. Okay. So let's just quickly do this. So FA is given. How much is it? 530. FB is, F of beat 1 is 6. F of beat 2 is 7. So what is FB? It is mainly FA minus FB. This is F of beat. Okay. So the beat frequency can be either FA minus FB can be 6 or FP minus FA can be 6. You don't know the order. Beat is just the subtraction of both. So it can be anyhow. So let's take both the cases. So if you subtract 530 minus 6 and 530 plus 6, you will get 530. If you do FA minus FB is equal to 6, you will get 524. Now FA plus FB minus FA is equal to 6, you will get 536. But since in the question it says that when the tension is decreased in string B, the frequency decreases. So the frequency of B is more likely to be the lower value, which is how much? 524. Okay, superb. Let's move on to the next question. We'll finish soon, okay? Don't worry, students. We will finish in very little time. Quickly, we'll finish. A pendulum is hung from the roof of a sufficiently high building and is moving freely to and fro like a simple harmonic oscillator. I am here, Yash. I will ask you questions. You give me answers. We'll talk. Okay. The acceleration of the bob of the pendulum is 20 meters per second at a distance of 5 meters from the mean position. The time period of oscillation is, what is the time period? So what are the formulas? Let's write down the formulas first. So acceleration is minus omega square x. What is omega? Angular frequency omega is square root of a by x. Okay. Now time period t is 2 pi by omega. Okay. And omega is equal to square root of a by x. That we already know. So let's substitute that. So omega is equal to square root of a by x will be 20 by 5, which is 2 radian per second. 2 radian per second. Now what will we do? The time period. T is 2 pi by omega. So T is 2 pi by 2, which is 5 seconds. Option B. Easy, very easy question. You only need to know the formulas. If you know the formulas, you can do it. Okay? Very good. Let's move on to the next question. Students, I have only 10 more questions. 10 more questions and we are done. Full energy. Okay? So if any of your friends are not here, go tell them, see, we have exam. Let's at least do 10 questions. Go call them and come. Okay? Let's quickly solve 10 questions. A tuning fork is used to produce resonance in a glass tube. The length of the air column in this tube can be adjusted by a variable piston. At room temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, two successive resonances are produced at 20 cm and 73 cm of column length. If the frequency of the tuning fork is 320 Hz, the velocity of sound in air is... Okay, Sanvika is taking a count of how many had dinner. All those who had dinner put fire in the chat so that it's easy for her. Let's help her. So what is the formula? V is equal to 2FL2 minus L1. I'll tell you how I got this formula, but if you know this formula is very easy. You just have to substitute what is the frequency? 320 into L2 minus L1 is 73 minus 20 centimeters. So I will put 10 raised to minus 2. So this is going to be 339.2. Let's say 339. Now how did this formula come? I can show you that as well. So see, for the first resonance, what is it? L1 is lambda by 4. For the second resonance or the first overtone, L2 is 3 lambda by 4. You've learned this. So L2 minus L1 is 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4, which is 2 lambda by 4. This is basically lambda by 2. And V is equal to F lambda. Okay, this is just a derivation part, not important. I mean, those who know the formula can write it, but V is equal to F lambda. And what is lambda? 2 L2 minus L1. So, what you will do? You will substitute. So, V is equal to F into 2 L2 minus L1. So, that is the equation that I directly used. Okay. Okay, very good. Next, question from dual nature of matter and radiation. Are you all ready for some questions from dual nature? Students, 2 more likes. We are at 98 likes. Quickly. Quickly. Match, ma'am. Samika, quickly, in half an hour, less than half an hour, we'll finish 10 questions. I mean, 10-15 minutes, we'll finish. That much time can you spend here? It will help you for your exam. Okay? Yes, 98 likes. Let's quickly make it 100. Okay, next question. Next question, how will we do it? Okay, the work function of cesium, potassium and sodium are 2.14, 2.30 and 2.75. If incident electromagnetic radiation has an incident energy of 2.20, which of these may emit photoelectrons? This is a very easy question. So the only thing that you have to check is you have to check if E incident is greater than or equal to the work function. So what is the value of work function? 220. So 2.20 has to be greater than or equal to first one 2.14, no. 2.30, yes. 2.75, yes. 2.20 is greater than 2.14. 2.20 is less than or equal to 2.30. 2.20 is less than or equal to 2.75. Now what will the answer be? Only cesium. So the answer is cesium only. So cesium is the only material that will emit photoelectrons when exposed to the initial radiation of 2.20. Because it is, for all the others, the threshold is very high. It's greater than 2.20. Okay? Yes. Next question. Which of the following figures present the variation of particle momentum associated with de Broglie wavelength? I'll show you all the graphs. Okay, all the graphs are visible. Which one? So let's first write on the formula. Only then we'll know which one is the graph. P is equal to h by lambda. And lambda is what? Proportional to 1 by p. So how should the graph be? This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So the graph should be C because it's inversely proportional. Very easy question. Okay, quickly, let's move on to the next question. Light of 2 frequencies. Are you all there with me? Yes. Yes, very good, very good. Yes, Kavindram, I remember you. Arun, MNV, Arun Kumar, Pallavi, Very good, very good. 100 likes completed. Thank you, Sahana, for the update. Quickly, students, thank you for all your likes. Quickly, all of you like the video, and we are at 28.9 subscribers. That's not a nice number. Let's make it 29. Full energy, full Josh. All of you go subscribe and like. Yes. Yes, Nisha, thank you. Quickly go like, share, subscribe. Let's do the next question. Light of two different frequencies whose photons have energies 1 electron volt and 2.5 electron volt respectively illuminate a metallic surface whose work function is 0.5 electron volt. Okay, it's an easy question. First thing let's do, we know that kinetic energy is half mv square. So I will rearrange it and make the equation V max is equal to 2 times kinetic energy by mass. I just substitute, rearrange, kinetic energy is half mv square. Okay. Now, what I will do, kinetic energy, I will take it as the difference between potential energy and work done. So, E potential minus work done, the whole divided by mass. Now, simple substitution. Let's substitute. So, V max is going to be square root of 2. How much is the potential energy? 1, right? Yeah, 1 minus work done is, work function is 0.5, the whole divided by, what is the mass? 2.5 minus 0.5. Okay, so this is not mass, this will also change. This will be EPH2, EPH1, EPH2. Not here, this will be mass itself. But when you rearrange this formula, if you do V1 by V2, this will be going to be equal to EPH1 minus W divided by EPH2. That is what I forgot to write that. Okay, now do this quickly. V1 by V2 is going to be equal to 1 minus 0.5 is 1 by 2.5 by 2 is 2. So the answer is going to be equal to 1:2. Okay, quickly let's move on to the next question. I have only 80 questions. I will finish quickly. Okay, only 80 questions. Okay, quickly. See, all those who are, yeah, hi Vishal. All those who are sitting and chatting in the live chat, please take a pen and paper. At least 8 questions you solve with me. Okay, this will help you. Listen to me. Okay, you all like me. I like you all. So please quickly take a pen and paper. Solve some questions with me. Okay. If the momentum of an electron is changed by P, then the de Broglie wavelength associated with it changes by 0.5%. The initial momentum of the electron is going to be. So what is the formula? P is equal to H by lambda. Okay. So what is delta P by P? Delta P by P is going to be equal to delta lambda by lambda. Yes. So let's do. Delta P by P is going to be equal to delta lambda by lambda. So therefore, P is going to be equal to P divided by 0.5%. So 0.5 by 100. So P initial is going to be equal to 1000 by 5 into P, which is 200 P. I'm just taking 1000 by 5 to easily simplify. Okay. Next question, next chapter, atoms and nuclei. Okay, now we're going to do some questions from atoms and nuclei. Okay, so we will finish in another 5 minutes. Okay, let's quickly solve it. What is the first question? The radius the radius of the innermost orbit of hydrogen atom is 5.3 into 10 raised to minus 11. What is the radius of the third allowed orbit of hydrogen? So the radius of the nth orbit, Rn, is going to be what? 0.53 into n square by z angstrom. What is 0.53 Armstrong? 0.53 Armstrong is the Bohr radius of hydrogen atom. Okay. Now I will do the substitution. I have to find out the radius of the third orbit. So R3 is going to be equal to 0.53 into 3 square by Z is 1 Armstrong. So this is going to be equal to 3 square is 9. 9 into 0.53 will be 4.77 Armstrong. Are you all getting option C? All those who are getting option C, put it in the chat. All those who are getting option C, put the answer in the chat. C. Yes, Kavindram is the first one to answer. Very good, Kavindram. Kavindram got C. Okay, MNV got Paka C. Others. Quickly. What is the answer? Are you all getting C? Harshita got C. Very good. Pallavi got C. Others? Sanjay, C. Very good. Superb. Nisha got C. Okay. Ashish, Vishal, Combrox. Gagana got B. Check Gagana. What happened? Where did you go wrong? Yeah. C, me. Yes. Manjunath got C. Sahana got C. Tansi got C. Very good. Yeah, students for COMEDK, I'll be starting my classes next week. Okay, probably Monday or Tuesday. We will be starting classes for COMEDK. How many of you are interested for COMEDK classes? If you're all interested for COMEDK classes, can you all put some fire in the chat? So I know if to do it or not. Can you all put some fire if you want COMEDK classes? Okay, meanwhile, let's do the next question. All those who are waiting for COMEDK classes, please put some fire in the chat and also like the video and make our channel at 29k subscribers, students. So we are able to give you these contents. See, for the channel to sustain, subscribers and likes are very important. Okay. Thank you so much, students. COMEDK classes. Okay, I have so many people waiting for COMEDK. Very good. Don't worry, I've got you sorted. Next week we'll start. Next question. A molecule of mass number 189 splits into two nucleuses having mass numbers 125 and 64. The ratio of radius of two daughter nucleuses respectively is. What is the formula? R is equal to R naught A raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So R is equal to R naught 125 raised to 1 by 3. 125 raised to 1 by 3 is what? 5. So it is 5 R naught. This is R1. So what will R2 be? R2 will be R naught times 64 raised to 1 by 3, which is 4 R naught. Now what is R1 by R2? 5 by 4. 5 by 4. So the answer is 5 is to 4. Are you all getting option C? All of you are getting option C? Hey students, tomorrow you have your NEET exam, I know that. But you don't have to be worried. Why? It's just another exam. You will have so many exams like this in your life. If you don't do it well, you can go for other exams or you can attempt it next year. You have lots of solutions, okay? Tomorrow is not the end of anything, okay? I don't want any of my students to be worried. Tomorrow is just an exam. You go give your best. The rest we will see. Okay, we are all here to support you. Don't worry. Okay? Yes, deal. None of you will worry after tomorrow's exam. Promise me that. You will all do your best. After the exam, if it went well, we will see accordingly. If it didn't go well, we have alternatives. Okay? Don't worry. Okay? Yeah. So, 80 questions, I'm done. I'm at 76th question. Quickly, we'll finish. The ratio of wavelengths of the last line of Balmer series and the last line of Lyman series is. Last line of Balmer and last line of Balmer and Lyman is. 1 by lambda b for Balmer will be R times. Balmer is 2. 1 by 2 square minus 1 by infinity square. So lambda b will be 4 by R. Okay. Now, for the Lyman series, what is it? 1 by lambda 1 will be r times 1 by 1 square minus 1 by infinity square. So, how much is it going to be equal to? Lambda 1 will be 1 by r. Yes, lambda 1 will be 1 by r. So, lambda b by lambda L will be what? Lambda b is 4 by r, the whole divided by 1 by r. So it's going to be equal to 4. So the answer is going to be equal to 4. Are you all getting option A in the answer? Quickly students, option A. Getting option A? Okay, very good. Next question. Hydrogen atom in ground state is excited by a monochromatic radiation of lambda is equal to 975 Armstrong. Number of spectral lines in the resulting spectrum emitted will be. So delta E is equal to 13.6 times 1 by 1 minus 1 by n square. So n is equal to 4. It's given to you in the question. So what will we do? The number of lines will be n into n minus 1 by 2, which is 6. 6, simple. Okay. Now, last chapter, electronic devices. 3 more questions and we are done. 3 more questions and you can all go sleep peacefully. You have done enough revision. You have done bio revision, chemistry revision, now physics revision. You can all go sleep peacefully after 3 more questions. Okay. And I'm so proud of each one of you who are all sitting and solving. Very good students. Okay. As the temperature increases, the electrical resistance increases for both conductors and semiconductors. Okay, we've done a similar question. Decreases for both conductors and semiconductors. Increases, decreases. What is the answer? I'm not going to tell you the answer. Quickly, we've done a similar question. What is the answer? Yes. So, resistance increases when temperature increases in conductors, as I already said, because particles move faster. But in semiconductors, when temperature increases, that is when bonds are broken and particles free themselves. You have so many free electrons and holes. So what would the answer be? It increases for conductors but decreases for semiconductors. Okay? Okay? Yes? Are you all getting C? All those, yes, Chandrakala. Very good. Chandrakala got C. Vishal got C. Sanjay, you're welcome. Kirtana got C. Nisha got C. Saurabha got C. Chetana got C. Kushi C. Yes. And MNB got C. Very good. Very good. Okay, next question. The given second last question, students. Full energy. Second last question. So put some fire in the chat. We are done. We are done with physics revision for NEET. One shot. We've done questions from all the chapters. Okay. Yes. The given circuit has 2 ideal diodes connected as shown in the figure below. The current flowing through resistance R3 will be. Current flowing through resistance R3 will be how much? See, current will not flow through diode D1. It is reverse biased. See how it is connected. So, current will flow through R1, then it will go to D2, then it will go to R3. So, this is how the current will flow. From 10 volts, it will go to R1, D2 and R3. So, then current, how will we find? Current is voltage by time. Total voltage is 10. What? Voltage by resistance. Total voltage is 10. Resistance is what? 2 and 2? 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 2.5 amps. Did you understand that? Diode D1 is reverse biased. Okay. Reverse biased. So current will flow like this. Are you all getting the answer as D? Pakka D, are you all getting? Quickly tell me, are you all getting D, students? C. C. Are you sure it's C? Are you all telling me the answer for the previous question? Is my chat slow? D, are you all getting D? Okay, Kushi is getting D. Yes, Sanjay, if you prepare for COMEDK, you can have more sessions with me. Okay. So all those who are going to prepare for COMEDK, we will have more sessions. But otherwise, for the others, this is the last session with you. I'll miss you all, okay? I'll miss all these names. Even though I've not seen you all, constantly seeing your names, I feel like I know all of you. Okay? Amish, Sanjay Kumar also got D. Very good. Hi, Shreyas. Okay, last question for this one short physics stage. I thought I'll end with a easy question so you can go home with full confidence. Okay? So what is the question? The increase in width of the depletion region in a PN junction diode is due to both forward biased and reverse biased, increase in forward current, forward bias only, reverse bias only. Yeah, I miss all of you. What is the answer? Very easy question. I just put this question so that you feel full confident. The increase in width of the depletion region in a PN junction diode is mainly because of reverse bias only. If it's forward bias, what happens? The depletion region will be very small. But this is mainly because of reverse biased only. Okay? So that's it. We're done, students. So all my little wonderful doctor kids, I hope you all do very well tomorrow. Okay? So if you do very well tomorrow, then you are all going to be the doctors of future. Now, even if you don't do well tomorrow, you can practice for another year and attempt again. Or you can go for other streams. Okay? Tomorrow, it's just another exam. No worries, no stress. Now, what all of you should do is close everything. This much revision is more than enough. Okay? Close everything, go have a good night's sleep, pack everything and keep. Pack your bag with your hall ticket and everything essential. Keep it. Wake up, eat. Nobody should go for an exam without eating. Eat well, go do your exam well. You are all simply awesome. You will rock it. Okay? I will miss you all. Yeah? So those who are planning to prepare for COMEDK, you can come to my future classes. But all the others, I'll miss seeing all of you in chat. But please do drop in sometimes for other classes and say hi. Okay? I'll be very happy to see you all. Okay? So please let me know in the comments as well. So I can see in my, after so many years, I can take the video and see who all my students were. Okay? So let me know how you felt about the session in the comments as well. Like, share and subscribe. Okay? Lots of love from me too. Bye-bye. All the best. Rock, rock. Okay? Do very well tomorrow. Bye-bye. Go sleep. No more scrolling reels. All of you go sleep. Okay.